The Galactic Council's biosecurity station orbited the neutral moon of Thessar 9, a gleaming monument to interstellar cooperation. Maya adjusted her uniform as she stood before the scanning array, her dark eyes betraying no emotion while the alien technicians muttered anxiously around their displays. "Run it again," commanded Overseer Kelthar, his chitinous mandibles clicking with irritation. The Vrexian had processed thousands of species through this checkpoint, but never had he encountered such an anomaly. The scanner hummed, bathing Maya in blue light for the third time. Ryan stood behind the observation glass, arms crossed, a knowing smile playing at the corners of his mouth. He'd warned her this might happen. The display flickered and the same message appeared in 23 galactic languages. Error. Subject registers as precursor species. Kelthar's four eyes widened. Impossible. The precursors vanished 3 million years ago. They seeded the galaxy with life, engineered the first starfaring races, and then... He trailed off, his translator struggling to convey his distress. Maya smiled. It wasn't a cruel expression, but rather one of patient understanding. Not vanished, Overseer. We just stepped back. The observation room erupted into chaos. Security drones activated, their weapons charging. 3 different species of armed guards rushed toward the scanning chamber. Ryan tapped the glass once, and every electronic system in the station flickered and died for precisely 2 seconds, long enough to make a point. "I'd advise against hostility," Ryan called out as the systems restored themselves. His voice carried an easy confidence that made the guards hesitate. "We're not here to conquer. We're here to join." A Zelthorian counselor, her crystalline form refracting the emergency lights, floated forward. "This is absurd. Humans arrived in this sector only 2 centuries ago. You claim to be a young species, barely reaching beyond your own star system." "We were," Maya confirmed, stepping out of the scanner. 2 centuries ago, humanity was exactly what we appeared to be. A curious, ambitious species taking its first steps into a larger universe. But DNA remembers what conscious memory forgets. Ryan joined her, and together they faced the assembled aliens. He continued the explanation, his tone that of a teacher rather than a conqueror. 3 million years ago, our ancestors, the ones you call the precursors, made a choice. They'd engineered dozens of species, uplifted countless civilizations, and realized they'd made a mistake. "What mistake?" Kelthar asked, his weapon lowered but not holstered. Maya's expression softened. "They'd made everyone in their image. Every species they touched bore the mark of their own psychology, their own limitations. The galaxy was becoming an echo chamber, so they did something radical. They engineered themselves backward," Ryan said. "They stripped away their technology, locked away their genetic memory, and seated themselves on a death world called Earth. They chose to forget everything and start over, to evolve naturally through struggle and chaos." The Zelthorian counselor's light pulsed skeptically. "Why would anyone choose devolution?" "To remember what it meant to be mortal," Maya answered. "To fear, to hope, to dream without the burden of godhood. They wanted their descendants, us, to reach the stars on our own terms, not as inheritors of an ancient empire, but as something new." Kelthar accessed his datapad with trembling claws. "The precursor artifacts we've found across the galaxy, the genetic markers in every starfaring species. You're claiming humans are related to all of us?" "Not related," Ryan corrected. "Your ancestors. But we're not here to reclaim anything. The species that made that choice 3 million years ago understood that the galaxy didn't need rulers. It needed diversity, fresh perspectives, chaos, and creativity." Maya walked toward the observation window, gazing at the stars beyond. "Humanity spent the last 200 years learning from all of you. Your mathematics, your philosophy, your art. We've been enriched by every species we've encountered. The precursors' greatest gift wasn't their technology. It was giving up their legacy so something better could emerge. Then why reveal this now?" the Zelthorian asked. Ryan's smile returned. "Because your biosecurity protocols are too good. We couldn't exactly keep joining the Galactic Council with this hanging over our heads. Besides, the secret was always meant to be temporary. The precursors left one instruction encoded in our DNA. When you remember who you were, choose to remain who you are. And who are you?" Kelthar asked quietly. Maya turned back to face them. "Human, just human. Yes, our DNA carries the ghost of an ancient empire. Yes, we're technically your progenitor species. But we're also the newcomers, the students, the ones who've learned more in 2 centuries of friendship than in 3 million years of isolation. The security drones powered down. The guards lowered their weapons. The assembled counselors looked at each other, processing this revelation that rewrote galactic history. The Zelthorian counselor floated closer. "What do you want from us?" "The same thing we wanted yesterday," Ryan said simply. "Partnership, trade, friendship, maybe a few more embassy postings." Kelthar made a sound that the translator rendered as laughter. The Precursors were said to be proud, imperious beings who shaped worlds with a thought. And their descendants ask for embassy postings. Maya grinned. "We evolved on Earth, Overseer." Survival there required humility, cooperation, and the ability to laugh at ourselves. The Precursors gave us their genetic legacy, but Earth made us human. As the station returned to normal operations and the counselors departed to convene an emergency session, Ryan and Maya remained at the window. Their secret was out, but somehow the galaxy felt no different. "Think they'll accept us?" Maya asked. Ryan's smile widened. "We're not the gods they feared. We're just the children who came home. And in the reflection of the stars, humanity, ancient and young, precursor and newcomer, looked toward a future they would build not as rulers, but as equals."